spring when it's going to get a little bit more rain. And yeah, the roses are kind of, after the first flush here, they kind of got a little bit, I'm going to quit watering everything so much, but it kind of got a lot of dead parts, so I really trimmed it, really trimmed off a lot of dead stuff, hoping to get more leaves and more blooms. And here's some lettuce here, Red Fire and the Butter Crunch. And ooh, we have a beautiful flush of ebb tide rose. And you'll notice now this time of year, different color, not as dark. Kind of a light color. Lighter color. And the same thing with this rose here. I really trimmed it back. And we still got the onions going here, and they're coming to seed. And I need to look for some onion seeds that I had put in a paper bag. I put one of those onion tops in a paper bag. Here's the roses, and that is the end of the compost, the bottom of the compost. So it's kind of like oak leaves. Maybe it'll act as a mulch. And I put some rose tone fertilizer underneath there, and I just ordered my Bear fertilizer. The seedlings here are coming up a little bit, and I've been watering my, I need to do caterpillar killer on this hosta here. Need to do some BT. We got some caterpillars out. Oh, I think we're into another video here anyhow. So we got our fig tree, which I don't know what you'd have to do with that. Maybe put it in a container. Doesn't look very good. But in the back here, we're gonna do another load of pure biochar. Pure biochar. We still got Smilac coming up because they're tubers. And I moved some of my bricks here over to this area. I'm going to make like a patio seating area back here. So that's what's going to happen there. I don't like when my cart is in the full sun because of the tires. Yeah, okay. Good, that's better. So, and then here we did trim these roses as well as watering. I watered the green giant arborvitae for a little bit too long there. I left the hose running by mistake. And yeah, so we got a lot of rose hips cut off of these roses here. And we do have some lilies. Now this is a few years on these lilies. These bulbs have been into the ground. But you can see how they're tipping for more light. And haven't really watered these too much, hardly at all. But I've watered them because we're definitely in a drought. Ooh, these bananas get big even though you don't water them. And I will be sorting through this. This was Smilax tuber burning there, and I don't like to always just add that to the compost pile in case there's any tubers that didn't get burnt up. But we're doing as many vegetables as we can in pots, in containers. And yeah, this compost pile's at the end. I can't wait to start a new one. And we got it composting. Ooh, and we got our lizard, our blue-tailed lizard. Oh, he's on the compost. Oh, he loves it back here. Has water back here. And there was a snake here, which I think was a water moccasin, but it didn't do me any harm. But when you move these tarps, you got to watch out. Never know what you're going to find underneath there. And I'm still digging up this stump here. Something needs to be done because it wants to grow, and it's like if you cut it down, the roots will keep on growing, trying to get this whole thing started, this whole tree started again. So you gotta, you know, I'm gonna cut some of these roots at least with the chainsaw and see if there is a taproot underneath here. Yeah, and the armadillos, boy, they'll dig everywhere, but boy, they don't want to dig these roots out for me. You know, they'll make holes in a lot of places, but they're not digging out the roots. So, yep, I'm trying to make everything a little bit more level here. And, yeah, here's something that armadillo dug. I think I might have even filled that in. Not so many armadillos. Oop, oop, there's a lady skink. There's a lady lizard. The red head. It's actually a 5-striped skink lizard. Females are much bigger than the males. Oop, that was my smilax that I cut down. You just got to keep on cutting them. Otherwise, they'll get greenbrier, cat briar, they call it. I'm actually trying to sell some of it on eBay. The root is supposed to be medicinal. So yeah, it'll just get stringy like this, and because I don't let them grow as long as I do. Oop, this one got away from me though. All the way up to the top of that tree. That won't be happening. Yeah, here's my magnolias here. This was covered with, when I first got here, this magnolia grouping here was completely covered with vines and stuff, and it was much smaller.